war cry. And back in the, I think it was in the 1700s, there was a man named Archibald MacArthur, and he was a sheep herder up by Lake Sloy, which is in Gaelic, Loch Sloy. And a newspaper in Scotland had raised a question as to why all these graves were found along the banks of Loch Sloy. So he went around and he wanted to write an article about this. And he found this old sheep herder named Archibald MacArthur. And he had at one time been shepherding sheep around there. And so this is what he said, which was recorded in the paper. I'm going to read this because I couldn't say it any better. In the days gone by, when the lifting of a creech was more a gentlemanly occupation, there visited the lands of Erichar a strong party from the rocks of Athol. These desperadoes arrived unobserved, and when they had mustered a sufficiently large drove of livestock, they made tracks for the north. They drove the cattle uphill over the mountain towards Loch Sloy, where by the side of the loch the cattle could be herded till a bullock could be killed and cooked for a meal for the company. There the party rested, when suddenly the Erichar men appeared. The Erichar men was us, the McFarland clan warriors. The Erichar men appeared, and soon a bloody conflict ensued, the McFarlands being almost 60 in number, while the Northmen numbered between 150 to 200 men. That's being outnumbered 3 to 1, folks. An aged chief of the clan McFarland followed up his party, riding on a white pony, and he took up a position on an eminence to the east of the scene of the conflict. Seeing the smallness of his friend's party compared to the number of the enemy, and fearing that they must suffer defeat, he had recourse to the following stratagem. On the back of his pony commanding the view eastward, he took off his bonnet and waved it incessantly in the air, as if to hurry forward a party who were on their way to assist their friends, and calling to those in the conflict in a voice which made the rocks respond in echo, "Keep at them, brave lads, for succor is nigh." Yes, succor is nigh. This cry was repeated again and again, but not a man was there at hand to assist. The voice and the gestures of the venerable chief had the desired effect. He struck terror into the Northmen, who believed a powerful party was at hand from whom there would be no escape. They fled in disorder, and on their way through the pass by the side of the loch, the McFarlands cut them down, a large number of them. This signal victory along the shores of Loch Sloy gave Clan McFarland their war cry, Loch Sloy. So now, as we close this final formal Naomi and Merrill McFarland family reunion, let us remember that we sprang from good people, both anciently and within the last 75 years. When Naomi said, "I will marry you," to Merrill. Our legacy is of people who, when faced with overwhelming odds, stood tall and they stood stout. They were brave, they were ferocious, they were resourceful, and they employed strategies to overcome the opposition. They persevered through the hardships. They knew that divine help was always near. And that's what the Loch Sloy spirit's all about. So I hope that we can keep this Loch Sloy spirit alive in our individual families and tell this story to our young ones. When we're faced with odds that are 3 to 1, that you are McFarland, you stand up and you fight, and you work your way through it, and you defeat your enemies. That's the Loch Sloy spirit. So let's practice it 1 or 2 times and say the McFarland war cry. It's an appropriate way to end this reunion. Betty on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.